all the vertebrates, like feathers. Wow, it's so expensive.
Amber is fossilized tree resin that traps ancient life, preserving it for millions of years. This golden time capsule holds creatures and secrets from a world long gone. You might think of Jurassic Park, where amber sparked dreams of cloning dinosaurs. But in reality, DNA doesn't survive that long. Instead, amber reveals strange and amazing findings that tell us about Earth's past. From fleas carrying ancient plague bacteria to a tiny skull mistaken for a dinosaur, these discoveries are weird and wonderful. In this video, we'll count down the top 5 strangest things ever found in amber. Each finding is a peek into a lost world, and some will shock you. So, stick around for our #1 pick, as it's a creepy clue to a prehistoric killer that changed history. Number 5. Gecko. A tiny lizard, no bigger than a coin, scurried through the warm forests of ancient Russia millions of years ago. This creature, named Gecko balticus, is one of the strangest findings ever locked in amber. Found in the rich Baltic amber deposits of Kaliningrad, Russia, this fossil dates back 54 to 34 million years, to a time called the Eocene. What sets it apart? Only its front half, like the head, front limbs, and a bit of one arm, is frozen in the golden resin. The back half, including its torso and tail, vanished, leaving a snapshot that feels like a mystery half solved. The Baltic amber deposit, one of the world's largest, produces over 2,000 tons of amber yearly. Formed from the resin of ancient conifer trees, this amber trapped countless creatures when it oozed down trunks. Gecko was one of them, caught in a sticky trap about 40 million years after dinosaurs went extinct. Its fossil, discovered in 2008, now rests in the German Amber Museum in Ribnitz Domgarten, Germany, where visitors can see its delicate details under glass. This gecko was tiny, measuring just 0.6 inches long, or 15 millimeters, roughly the width of a pencil eraser. Its head is the highlight. A short, rounded snout, a bulging forehead, and large eyes 0.05 inches across. These eyes, about 1.3 millimeters wide, never closed. Instead of eyelids, Gecko had a clear protective film, a trait common in modern geckos. To keep its eyes clean, it licked them with its tongue, a quirky behavior still seen today in species like the crested gecko. The fossil even shows a 0.01-inch ear hole, so small you'd need a magnifying glass to spot it. Its body was sturdy, covered in dense scales finer than grains of sand. Each scale, less than 0.1 millimeters wide, formed a tough shield. The gecko's limbs were short but strong, designed for climbing. Its front right limb, nearly complete except for missing fingertips, reveals toes with adhesive pads. These pads, made of layered plate-like structures, let Gecko stick to tree bark and scamper up vertical surfaces. With tiny hair-like filaments, the pad's design used weak molecular forces, called van der Waals, forces to grip, allowing the gecko to cling upside down. Scientists were stunned to find these features, as they thought geckos developed such climbing skills millions of years later. This fossil pushed that timeline back, proving geckos were expert climbers by the Eocene. The strangest part is the gecko's half-preserved state. Why only the front? The story starts with a tree in a humid forest. Resin dripped from its bark, forming a sticky pool. The gecko, likely hunting tiny insects like the flies and beetles found in Baltic amber, got too close. Its front half stuck fast, and no amount of wriggling freed it. As the resin hardened, it sealed the head and limbs in a perfect mold. The back half, left exposed, rotted over time, was eaten by scavengers or broken down by the elements. This split preservation is rare, as most amber fossils are whole or shattered, not neatly divided like a line drawn through the middle. The gecko's size made it vulnerable. At just 15 millimeters, it lacked the strength to escape resin, unlike larger animals like frogs or birds, which could often break free. Baltic amber holds over 3,000 species, mostly insects, but small vertebrates like this gecko are scarce, making up less than 1% of finds. The fossil's clarity is remarkable. Microscopes reveal every scale, the texture of the adhesive pads, and even bone details. Based on its skeletal structure, scientists believe it was a young adult, not a juvenile with fully formed limbs and a hardened skull. This finding paints a picture of the Eocene world. Back then, the Baltic region was a steamy forest, not the chilly landscape of modern Russia. Temperatures averaged 20 degrees Celsius higher, around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, supporting tropical reptiles far north. Yantaro gecko likely lived in trees, darting along branches to snatch insects. Its amber deposit contains over 1,000 insect species, including ants, beetles, and moths, suggesting a bustling ecosystem. The gecko's range, reaching northwestern Russia at 54 degrees north latitude, shows how warm the Earth was, with no permanent ice caps, unlike today's polar regions. The discovery also reshaped science. Before Yantaro gecko, researchers thought adhesive toe pads evolved in geckos around 20 million years ago. This fossil, named after Yantar, the Russian word for amber, proved otherwise. Its climbing traits mirror modern geckos, like the Tokai gecko, which can scale glass walls. The finding added a new species to the gecko family, showing they thrived across a wider area than expected. Its preservation is so crisp that scientists used high-resolution imaging to study its bones, confirming it wasn't a known genus. You'd see this gecko displayed among other Baltic treasures when visiting the German Amber Museum. Its tiny form, frozen mid-motion, feels like a time traveler caught in a moment. The amber's glow highlights every detail, from the curve of its snout to the ridges of its scales. It's a reminder of amber's power to lock away pieces of the past, turning a fleeting second into forever. But this half-lizard is just the start. Next, we'll uncover a fossil that flew into history with teeth and claws. Number 4. Dinosaur hatchling. Deep in the jungles of Myanmar, 127 million years ago, a tiny creature took its first breaths. This was no ordinary baby. It was an enantiornithes, a prehistoric bird, and its delicate remains are now one of the strangest findings in amber. Discovered in a chunk of Burmese amber in 2017, this fossil captures a hatchling less than 2 inches tall, about the size of a sparrow. What makes it so odd? This bird had sharp teeth in its beak and claws on its wings, features that scream dinosaur more than bird. The amber, mined from Kachin State, formed when resin from ancient trees hardened around this hatchling during the Cretaceous period. Weighing just 3.4 ounces, the fossil holds the bird's head, neck, spine, one wing, and a foot, all preserved in stunning detail. Scientists at the Dexu Institute of Paleontology in China used CT scans to study it, revealing a skeleton so clear they could rebuild it in 3D. The bird's eyes, 0.1 inches wide, bulged from its skull, with eyelids mostly closed, showing it was just days old when it died. This hatchling belonged to the Enantiornithes group, a common lineage of early birds that ruled Cretaceous skies. Unlike modern birds, it hatched with 12 tiny teeth, each less than 0.5 millimeters long, perfect for snapping up insects. Its wing claws, 2 per wing, were sharp and curved, helping it cling to branches. The fossil shows feathers already sprouting, with 20 primary feathers on the wing, each 0.2 inches long. These feathers, ranging from dark brown to pale gray, suggest it could blend into forest shadows. Amazingly, it was precocial, born ready to move and possibly fly, unlike helpless modern chicks like robins. The amber also holds clues to its world. Plant fragments and a beetle, 0.3 inches long, were trapped nearby, hinting at the hatchling's last meal. Back then, Myanmar was a humid forest with towering trees and rivers, home to 1,500 species found in its amber, including spiders and lizards. The bird lived alongside giants like Argentinosaurus, but its small size, under 5 centimeters tall, made it vulnerable to sticky resin. Scientists estimate that only 1 in 10,000 amber pieces contains vertebrates, making this find rare. Why did it die? The hatchling likely stumbled into resin while exploring its forest home. The sticky trap engulfed its body, preserving soft tissues like skin and feathers, which are almost never fossilized in rock. The exposed parts were scavenged, leaving only what the amber encased. This preservation is so crisp, you can see scale patterns on its foot, with bristles between scales, each 0.01 inches long. Traces of iron from hemoglobin decay even hint at its blood chemistry. This finding shakes up bird evolution. Enantiorniths were widespread, with over 80 species known, but they vanished 66 million years ago when an asteroid hit Earth, triggering fires and a nuclear winter. Only birds adapted to open landscapes survived, unlike these forest dwellers. The hatchling's feathers, molting when it died, show it was growing fast, with new plumes pushing out old ones. This snapshot of early life, teeth, claws, and all, proves birds are living dinosaurs, bridging the gap between velociraptor and sparrows. Stored at the Dexu Institute, this fossil draws crowds for its unique beauty. Its tiny skull, with teeth glinting under museum lights, looks like a creature from another world. The amber's glow highlights every feather, making it feel alive, frozen just after hatching. It's a rare glimpse into a baby dinosaur's first days, showing how these ancient birds thrived before their world collapsed. We've seen a toothy bird that could climb and fly, but the next finding will stun you with its colorful secrets. If you're loving this video, hit the like button and drop a comment with your thoughts. It helps us bring you more strange findings from the past. Number 3. Dinosaur's tail. In 2015, a paleontologist named Xing Lida walked through a bustling market in Myanmar and spotted something extraordinary. A small piece, just 1.5 inches long, held a 99-million-year-old dinosaur tail among the amber trinkets. This fossil, found in Kachin State's amber mines, is one of the strangest discoveries ever, revealing a feathered tail with colors still visible after millions of years. It's a rare glimpse of a creature that roamed during the Cretaceous period. The amber, weighing only 6.5 grams, encases 8 vertebrae from a young Coelurosauria, a dinosaur group including Tyrannosaurus and modern birds. The tail, 37 millimeters long, is covered in delicate feathers, each 0.1 to 0.3 inches long. These feathers, chestnut brown on top and white underneath, lack a central shaft, unlike modern bird feathers, showing a fluffy, downy structure. Scientists at China's Dexu Institute of Paleontology confirmed the tail wasn't from a bird. Its vertebrae, 25% longer than bird tails, prove it's a dinosaur. What's odd about this find? It's not just the feathers. The amber also contains traces of iron from hemoglobin decay, a clue to the dinosaur's blood. A tiny ant, 0.2 inches long, from the same Cretaceous period, got trapped in the same piece, creating a double fossil jackpot. The tail's colors, preserved in pigments, show counter shading, a pattern where darker tops and lighter bottoms help animals hide from predators. This suggests the dinosaur, likely no bigger than a cat, was a stealthy forest dweller. The Myanmar amber mines, producing 10 tons annually, are famous for their clarity. This piece formed when resin dripped from a tree, likely an Araucaria, and caught the tail. The dinosaur, possibly already dead, had its tail encased while the body decayed or was scavenged. Only 0.1% of amber fossils contain vertebrates, making this tail one of 20 known dinosaur remains in amber. Its discovery by chance in a market, not a dig, adds to its strange story. The fossil's feathers confirm that many dinosaurs were feathered, not scaly, reshaping our view of creatures like Velociraptor. Its brown and white plumage, studied with microscopes, hints at a forest life among 1,800 species in Burmese amber, including plants and insects. The tail's owner lived in a warm, wet jungle, where temperatures reached 30 degrees Celsius, far from today's cooler Myanmar. Now displayed at the Dexu Institute, this amber glows under lights, showing every feather's texture. It's a time capsule, freezing a dinosaur's tail with an ant beside it, like a scene from a lost world. This finding bridges dinosaurs and birds, proving their shared history. That colorful tail was a game changer, but our next fossil sparked a huge debate. Stick around for the next wild twist. Number 2. A dinosaur's head? Or not? In 2020, a tiny skull trapped in Myanmar amber sent shockwaves through science. This 99-million-year-old fossil, found in Kachin State, was first called Oculudentavis kaungrai, hailed as the smallest dinosaur ever, with a skull just 0.7 inches long, smaller than a grape. But this finding, one of the strangest in amber, turned out to be no dinosaur at all. It was a lizard, and its story is wild. The amber, formed in Cretaceous forest, weighs 2 grams and holds a skull with big eyes, 0.2 inches wide, and a long, tapering snout. Its 20 teeth, each 0.3 millimeters long, sit directly in the jawbone, unlike dinosaur teeth in sockets. Scales, not skin, cover it, and its shoulder bones match lizards, not birds. A second specimen, Oculudentavis naga, found in 2021, confirmed this with a 1-inch spine and preserved skin. Both fossils, mined before 2017, are stored at China's Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology. What's so odd? The skull's bird-like look fooled experts. Its large eyes and beak-shaped snout mimicked early birds, but bone scans revealed lizard traits. The first skull was squashed, distorting it to look more bird-like, leading to a retracted research paper. This mix-up sparked debates, as Oculudentavis doesn't fit any known lizard group. Its unique structure, possibly a new reptile branch, stumps scientists. Only 10 lizard fossils exist in Burmese amber, making this pair rare among 2,000 species in the deposit. The lizard likely climbed trees, using its eyes to spot fast insects in Myanmar's jungles, where 30 degrees Celsius heat supported diverse life. It got stuck in resin, maybe while hunting, and hardened into a fossil. Ethical concerns cloud this find. Myanmar's amber mines, producing 15 tons yearly, face criticism for funding conflict, prompting calls to halt post-2017 studies. Yet these fossils offer clues to reptile evolution, showing how lizards mimicked bird traits. Displayed in China, the amber gleams reveal a skull that tricks the world. Its eyes seem to stare back, a puzzle from a lost era. That lizard fooled everyone, but our top finding hides a deadly secret. Watch for the next chilling twist. Number 1. Flea with plague bacteria. A 20-million-year-old flea trapped in amber from the Dominican Republic holds the strangest secret of all. Discovered in 2015, this fossil, just 0.2 inches long, carries bacteria that look like Yersinia pestis, the germ behind the Black Death. This find, housed at Oregon State University, suggests an ancient plague could have haunted prehistoric creatures, making it the weirdest amber discovery yet. The amber, formed in Miocene forests, weighs 1.5 grams and comes from mines yielding 1,000 pounds yearly. The flea, an extinct species unrelated to modern fleas, has 6 legs and a piercing proboscis, 0.05 inches long. Scientists found bacterial clusters in its rectum and a dried droplet on its mouth, each bacterium 0.001 millimeters wide. These match Yersinia pestis, which killed 50% of Europe's population in the 14th century. Before this, experts thought the plague began 5,000 years ago, but this flea pushes that back millions of years. What's so creepy? These bacteria hint that diseases, not just asteroids, might have caused mass extinctions. The flea lived in a tropical forest with 25 degrees Celsius temperatures, alongside rodents whose hairs are found in similar amber. It likely bit these mammals, spreading bacteria just as modern fleas do. Only 5 flea fossils exist in Dominican amber among 500 species, making this a 1 in a million find. Its preservation shows every leg hair, revealing how it clung to hosts. The flea probably got stuck in resin while feeding, its body encased as sap hardened. Tests show the bacteria could infect vertebrates, suggesting plagues affected ancient reptiles too. This challenges the idea that a 66-million-year-old asteroid alone wiped out dinosaurs. Diseases may have weakened them first. Ongoing studies at Oregon State aim to confirm if these are true Yersinia ancestors, a discovery that could rewrite extinction history. Under museum lights, the amber sparkles, showing a flea frozen with its deadly cargo. It's a chilling link to a germ that changed the world, preserved in a drop of ancient sap. We've reached the end. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more amazing content. Comment your favorite amber finding below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.